Have you ever heard of a website called Yammer? Yammer, an inter-office social networking site, has been called the Facebook of the office, which might be a slightly controversial statement. Perhaps Yammer's possible benefits are best described in a story about Mike. Mike is a well-liked manager at big medical company. Mike hired Annie, a promising team member, who learned her job quickly and was a model employee. After 2 months, Annie quit. In her exit interview, she told Mike that she just never felt like part of the team. Mike realized he had a problem. He has a team that works in 3 different locations, and they weren't communicating with each other like a cohesive unit. He had introduced Annie to the team in a conference call, but after that, he got the impression that the team members in the other 2 locations forgot about her. Annie had forged a great relationship with the 3 members of her team that worked in her city because they went to get coffee together and chit-chatted in their downtime at the water cooler. Mike realized that a lot happens at the water cooler to build community on a business and personal level, and he wondered how to create a water cooler feeling for all of the members of his remote team. Mike's team did exchange emails on a regular basis to share information and personal milestones like weddings and babies and personal accomplishments. But he had to admit, even he didn't read all of them when his inbox got full. The more lighthearted emails seemed like clutter. Mike knew that most of the members of his team enhanced their rich social lives by using Facebook. He got to thinking, was there a way to bring social media into the office to create community and maybe even increase productivity? Mike had diligently used SharePoint to store shared documents and keep the team's calendar up to date, and so had the other managers at Big Medical. Mike asked around and found out that the employees did not think of SharePoint as an interactive place to share information or to get to know each other. They found the user interface cumbersome, and the team pages looked a bit crowded. Mike worked with some of the other managers and found Yammer. Big medical companies' head honchos gave the managers permission to experiment with Yammer to see if it could be used in the way Mike and the other managers hoped to make the teams more cohesive, even when spread out around the country. The managers got to work quickly. Mike created his account and included a short bio with some information about his areas of expertise and a few of his personal hobbies. He left some fields that he didn't feel comfortable sharing blank. He made sure to go to the preferences and set his time zone. Next, Mike invited his team to become members of Yammer. While he waited for them to create their profiles, he created a group for his team and posted some guidelines for his vision of how to use it. He asked each team member to use the Share and Update feature to post a quick hello to the group. Mike found that the other managers and their teams had been busy creating lots of groups aside from the team groups. He found a managers group, a troubleshooting group, and even a fitness at the office group. Mike was excited to see the pictures and read a little bit more about colleagues whose names he had seen, but he had never had pressing reason or opportunity to meet before now. Mike's team finished creating their accounts and joined the team group. They quickly began posting. Soon, they moved beyond simply sharing an update and posted pictures and documents, and even formed subgroups to help delegate parts of ongoing projects. Mike clicked on Post a Poll and realized that this was a great solution to figuring out when to schedule a team meeting without having to send out emails. He posted the poll, and the team responded with their preferred times. He was then able to post the event on Yammer as a backup for their Outlook calendars. Mike asked that every member of the team set aside 10 minutes a day to check Yammer to start. He asked that everyone make a short contribution every day, either in the form of a status update, a shared file, or a reply to another person's post. Each day he was thrilled to see the interaction and sharing that was happening in the group. His team members were discovering more and more features and usage for Yammer each day, and a more collaborative spirit emerged. Although the group was set to private and by invite only, Mike wisely thought that it was a good idea to remind his team about netiquette and using business language after a thread broke out complaining about the new director's policy on taking vacation time. Mike looked up some guidelines for how to post respectfully and shared it with the team. He reminded them that what goes on the internet is permanent, even in a private group. Soon, Mike hired Judy. On her first day, he spoke with her over the phone and talked her through setting up her Yammer account, including having her make her first post to the team. By the end of her first day, Judy had received a warm, even if brief, welcome from each team member and was able to see all of their pictures and bios. Judy was assigned her first product and knew immediately who to go to for help because of the bio she had read on Yammer. Jim, one of the people who helped her, realized that the info he knew could be very helpful to others and uploaded a document detailing frequently asked questions to the group. After 2 months, Judy expressed to Mike that she felt extremely supported as a member of the team. She felt like she worked for a team that shared ideas freely and collaborated as much as possible. She also felt invested in her teammates as people and rooted for them to succeed. Mike reported back to the head honchos that he felt Yammer was responsible for the improvements on his team, including a smooth onboarding for Judy. The most important thing he wanted his other managers to know was that, like Facebook, with regular contributions, members stayed engaged and interacted with each other daily. For remote teams, the use of Yammer as an internal social network will improve the sense of community. The importance of community is best summed up by a management system expert, educator, and psychologist, Rensis Likert. The greater the loyalty of a group toward the group, the greater is the motivation among the members to achieve the goals of the group, and the greater the probability that the group will achieve its goals.